we're here. We're a little
We're
late,
here.
but it's okay. We were talking about other
It takes
things.
time for every notifications and stuff to go out. Like I
It
just got
does,
mine.
yeah. Yeah,
got
I
mine.
usually.
Just came
Well,
up.
that was quick. That was quick.
Yeah, it was pretty
I
good.
am what I've been doing is just shutting off a lot of my tabs and that, because I'm one of those people who has like 8 to 10 tabs open all at once. And
I have them all open too. Absolutely.
I said to my husband, I need a computer that can keep up with me.
I know. Well, I just got a new laptop for Christmas from my lovely family, so that was awesome. You know, and I mean
that's
like
really
8
nice.
books
That's
on the
good.
other one, you know, and so now I've got only one book on this one that I've written. But I transferred. My husband transferred the files over, so I guess they're all there.
Very good.
It helps to get a new one.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm opening up the chat. That's all. So.
Yay.
And I'm going to share it too. So.
Yay.
Beautiful. Thank you. I should probably do that.
Yeah. Doing all the special stuff. It takes time for people to come in.
No, I know. They're always, I think my mother's in here.
Yeah.
Hi, Mom.
I wish it was quicker.
Yeah. I know, because they know what time everything's on, but they, people do have things to do, and then usually don't come in.
And I normally replay it in the morning too. So.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. And no, it's good to just leave the videos up there, and then you get a few hundred views and stuff.
Sure.
But which is what we want.
That's awesome.
And so, how's the book going?
Oh, very well. It's selling wonderfully, and again, I don't know how many or anything like that yet, but my publisher assures me that it's doing very, very well. So that's a good thing. But I don't know how many, and I won't know until I think May will be the first chance I get to find out, exactly how well it's done. But, I guess
there's some reviews on there already, though. There's quite a bit.
There are. I think I have 6 reviews.
I haven't checked it. Yeah, I haven't checked it in a few days, but
sometimes they don't transfer over from country to country, but I don't know if they're over.
No, it doesn't.
Yet.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
So mine is there. I think mine was the very first one ever.
Awesome. You're so cool. Thank you.
I know, right? And
you're so cool.
You're welcome. But it was on amazon.com.au, and I noticed that so anyone who bought it for Australia is Australian reviews.
Perfect.
So
I'll have to go check them out. I usually don't go from country to country to look at the reviews, but sometimes I don't even like to look at my reviews. But I think they've all been positive so far.
Yeah, be careful of reviews. Sometimes it's like people just like to come at you just because.
I know.
Yeah, they're just
with my last book, I had trouble with that.
Because they're miserable.
Whatever, it's fine.
It got better than Cadle's 2 stars. Let's just say that.
Oh, I know. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And she's got a lot of reviews. I think they took it down. I think that's.
Hey, look, I'll say it.
Yeah. Yeah.
She jumped the gun.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would say this is definitely a better read than that. For
Thank
sure.
you.
Yeah. And
I mean, no offense.
Even with it being fiction. Well, it wasn't plagiarized for one. Jeez, what's wrong with me today?
Oh.
Bitch.
How funny.
What did you do?
I think I get up on the bitchy side of the bed today.
Oh, you're funny.
You?
I do that too. Not that often.
There are days I wake up in moods.
Yeah.
I woke up in a mood yesterday.
2 stars.
Oh, God.
At least it wasn't plagiarized.
That's correct. You are correct on all fronts there. No, I write my own stuff. I never. That's why I didn't really want to read Lena's book while I was writing this book. I read a couple chapters of her book, but I didn't want to get too deep into it because I didn't want to use her opinion to influence anything I was writing, but it turns out I believe we had the same opinion. So yeah.
Tobias, yeah.
Yeah. And that's a good thing,
I actually haven't read all of that. I read the first couple of chapters and it was kind of reading to me like what I already knew.
Sure.
But I need to go back because then I know that there is a different kind of
Right.
spin
And I
on
think
it
it's more
if I just
a
get past
psychological
the
assessment of what happened, which is good. We need that. Yeah.
yes, yeah,
Yes,
yeah. So it's good to have these different kind of books coming
for
out.
sure.
It's
Yeah,
not
you
all
can only tell the
nonfiction,
same story over and
that
over
are
Sure.
again
Sure.
so many different times. Which
Right.
there is, I mean, I
yeah.
have to say, I was kind of shocked at when it came
We were talking
to
about this, yeah, before.
the
Sure.
murders.
Sure.
Completely shocked at your book. Like,
Oh, thank you. That's good,
yes.
I think.
I wasn't. She kind of like said something's coming up and you're not expecting it, and I'm like, well, okay,
Sure.
and I'm
And it was I
like,
did it very differently, and I threw in a little bit of
whew,
supernatural twists in there.
and it was
Um,
rough too.
I know. Oh, I know. Tell me about it. I
Mm.
lived it. Yeah. It was
Yeah, like
terrible.
I was like, I didn't think the crime could be more heinous, but you
I
made it
know.
more heinous.
I tried so hard to make it be gentle. I wasn't that graphic. I didn't want
You weren't
anyone
graphic
to.
about it, no. I
Yes.
would totally agree,
Yes.
but like the actual like thoughting
Right.
of like what he did
What
and
he was
what he
thinking.
now know that he did twice, and that
Yes.
like he actually did it more than like three times with his
Yes.
old like in your. I don't want to give away the ending, sorry,
No, no,
but
that's fine.
I'm
Yeah, no,
just
that's
I'm
fine.
just saying like I was like, whew, and I was like
Yeah,
that was. But I have to say, I was it totally threw me because you think okay, I know how this is gonna go.
I
It's not gonna
know.
necessarily go the way. That's why
Hmm.
it's based on.
Well, I was so used to what I had been doing, and I was so involved in the story, especially where I have to be him, and I still wish my friend
Hmm.
David would have actually
How do you do
cooperated
that?
with me because
Yeah.
he would have handled that part of it. But I did it myself, and being in his head. I mean, I had a lot of emotional difficulties during the whole thing, but I didn't realize how it might actually be emotionally draining to other people until my editor put up that additional disclaimer where she explained that this is an
Hmm.
emotional book, and I didn't know it would affect other people that way. And again, I had hoped to do it in an uplifting way towards the end, and I think I sort of accomplished that so
Yes.
that there is hope, and no matter how I had to get it in there, I tried to. So that's that.
Is it is it okay if I read out the editor's note?
You can read anything you want. You're awesome. Whatever you want to do.
We were talking about that before.
Sure. Oh, I know.
Yeah, that's an offline story. Anyway,
Yeah, yeah.
so Carmen was the editor's name. So she said this novel was a difficult read at first. It is intense and terrifying. And it is.
It
As a
is.
mother, this is the most terrifying book I've read, and I would like to stress that this novel may not be for everyone given the subject matter. The situations described in this novel are presented as gently as the author could present them, but please note that they are emotionally draining and can be very difficult to read, particularly to those sensitive to harm befalling children. Although these numbers are provided in the back of the book, we would like to have them here as well. If you or someone you know is in danger, please reach out, say something. If you need help, do not hesitate. It could mean the world just by saying something. National Domestic Violence Hotline 800-799-7233. National Centre for Missing and Exploited Children 800-843-5678. And it's awesome that those numbers are there and that
Yes.
message is there.
I felt we
Mm-hmm.
needed that to make sure that people who might be reading it because they're in a similar situation might have some courage to reach out where they need the help. So yeah, that's why
Yeah.
we included the numbers. I think that's very important.
And so even though Gingerlux and I agree on most things, I usually play devil's advocate with her a lot.
Sure.
She
Um,
drives me crazy.
Oh, how funny. I bet.
so she's like, why are the crimes seem to be more brutal than what they actually were in real life? And I thought, okay, maybe in a movie it's like it's kind of the scene happens in a moment, or
Right.
quite quickly. And in a book, you've got to
You've got
describe it,
right.
draw it out.
Right.
I mean, is that a reason for going into it kind of in more depth?
I think that when I did it, I only wanted everyone to know how horrible this might have been. And I honestly, as I was
Mm-hmm.
writing it, I thought, well, I'm the only one being emotional about this. The readers will think, oh, it's, we know the story, it's fine. I did not give a thought to how much it was being dragged out, truthfully. Um, and it was just
I
done
don't mean
again.
dragged out like in a.
No, 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 no,
I don't
no.
mean
Sure,
dragged out in a negative sense. I
sure,
mean,
sure.
well, elongated. Like,
Right, right.
I don't know.
And
It
I think
has
that
it
I
has
wanted
to
to
be
make
because.
sure I wanted to make sure that people understood what all the different real people may have been thinking. So a lot of it is the thought process
Mm-hmm.
and what they were experiencing. And that would go on, if
Yeah,
you're thinking
yeah.
about something, you can think about it forever, rather than it happening in an instant. And I think that, I don't know. I assumed that I was doing it very gently until my editor read it and said, oh my gosh, what have you done? So that was kind of a surprise to me, but she's awesome. Carmen is, a really nice
I
lady.
don't think
Um,
it's a bad thing though.
okay, good. Thank you.
I don't think it's a bad thing.
Oh, I wouldn't say it was a
Um,
bad thing. Shocking
Okay,
would
cool.
be like it.
Yeah. Yeah. And there is
yeah, yeah,
yeah, there's the warning, the warning as far as, and so I'm hoping that, I don't know, people
yeah.
who are familiar with the crime, but again, it was my words and my thoughts, and I'm thinking that, it's not really going to affect anyone but me. Here I'm crying like a baby as I'm actually typing, and I
Oh
thought, well, it's
God.
only me. It's just me because I'm so
Yeah.
sensitive. I didn't think it would actually affect anyone else that way. But yeah, we go into detail about what I think happened, and there's actually a reader
Mm-hmm.
who just told me that they're going to send the book to Chris Watts in prison. And I don't know how I
Oh.
feel about that, but I said, go ahead. I don't want to know any more about it than that. I don't want to know what he says to you
Yeah.
or what his reaction is, or oh my, nothing like that. But it's kind
Oh,
of, I
I
mean,
would want to know his reaction.
well, I don't think I
I,
want to know. I don't think I would want anything to do with any of that. I think that
it's like a black cloud that everything that involves him, and
it
it's
is.
like writing a
Yeah.
fictional based novel actually
Yes.
removes you from him.
Yes.
I get
And
that.
I'm
I
hoping,
get
right,
that.
because
And
it's not him, it's Charlie, right? And I'm hoping that if he
he's just
does read
about
it,
due to become public again too.
oh gosh,
To become public.
um,
You know what Chris Watts is like. He
yes,
goes quiet for a little bit, and then,
yes, and I'm
but
hoping
maybe
that if
after the
he,
Good.
whole Gate, he won't.
right, right, I
He
don't think he'd
won't. I don't
respond,
know. I don't know.
but I'm hoping that if he does read it, as he reads it, he thinks, oh my gosh, these are my children. What have I done? That's wishful thinking. I don't know if that will happen, but if he does read it, then great.
Hmm.
I had wanted the families to read it, but now when everyone tells me it was a kind of a scary explanation as to what happened, I want them to read the beginning and then the end and nothing in the middle, basically, not even the prologue, but um I'd like to inspire hope again and
Speaking
some.
of,
Yes.
oh no, I was just going to say. So when you gave us like the first half of the book,
Sure.
that prologue hadn't been rewritten. So, well, not that it was
Right.
rewritten, but you did change
I
it. So
changed some of the wording, right, to
what was the
match what
reason
happened.
for changing it?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
The reason for changing the prologue a bit, oh, it was just certain errors that I had made. Again, I keep all my books in my head, and I went back and
Oh my
edited a
God.
later chapter to
I
give
don't
a
know
little
how
bit
you
more.
do that.
I have no
I
idea.
can't keep one book straight in my head.
It is crazy because I can't do it with anything else. I can't do it with a grocery list. I can't do it with anything. But with an entire book, I keep it in my head. But there was a later
That is
chapter that I
bizarre.
edited that was something, I know, isn't that weird? I edited a later chapter that had something to do with the dog, and I changed something about it. Oh, Bridget, you're gone.
She
I changed
Yes, I
something
disappeared.
about
am.
a later chapter, so I came back and I fixed it. She looks like Chris Watts now. That's all I see.
That's
Yeah.
scary. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, no, I can fade
Especially
myself
since she
off
slept in
instead
my
of turning my
house.
video off.
I
Oh
know what
goodness.
she's doing. She's doing
Uh-oh.
something naughty.
Something
No,
naughty.
I'm not.
Oh. Okay.
What else
Um
could you possibly be doing when I hear a flick of a lighter?
oh, how funny. We can still hear
Lighting
her, but that's
candles.
okay. But no, yeah, I changed the prologue so that it would match some scenes later in the book. That's all. That's the only reason I changed a bit of it. So, and it wasn't changed that much, just a little bit.
No,
And I mean, for
yeah,
the
I couldn't. She had told me, but I'm like, still things go the same way, so it all
Sure,
kind of
right.
still
It
so
was very
yeah,
minor
minor.
I just thought it
changes.
was better if that was even possible.
Oh,
Um,
thank you.
as far as an intro to a book for something to get you hooked, that will do
Right,
it. You know,
right, right.
Kenzie's with so Kenza, God, Kenzie
Kenzie.
being Bella, Kenzie
Yes,
being Bella,
yes,
um, uh, and each chapter being a character in the book. Starting
right.
off with that was and then I can see why she was your favorite, I
Oh,
think,
isn't it?
character.
Yes, she's the star of the book for sure. Yeah,
You know
and
what?
And
Can I say something real quick? I'm sorry.
sure.
I'm trying
no,
not to cut in. I'm trying to like,
Oh, I
what the
always cut in. Don't worry.
that I do the same thing, and my husband gets mad
we
at me
do it
all
all
the
the
time.
time. It's all right.
All the time. We're sitting there like, and we're like, all right, we're talking over each other. Stop it.
Oh, how funny.
Hmm.
Um,
No, that's cool. I've got to get a drink. Hang on. Oh, you
when
go.
I was reading part of this, and it was like first taking it from, well, I want to
Sandy,
call her,
right?
what's her name? I want to call her Shadan, but I'm like, it's not Shadan. It's
No, it's Sandy or Cassandra, right? Right,
Cassandra, right? And then, so he took it from her point of view, and then his point of
right,
view, then the
right.
mistress's point of view, and
Yes,
then when you go into Bella, and it's, well, who's not Bella, who is
she's
Kenzie,
Kinsey,
right?
right?
And I'm just trying to keep things straight in my head right now. It's
No,
Sunday
no, you're
night.
fine.
My head's like, blah, blah, blah.
Oh,
So
mine too,
like,
always.
well, yeah, I'm like, I've been running around all day. I'm like, I finally am like, ah. So this is
Oh,
like
I
my
know. I
actually
just came back from my mother's too, and I wanted to make sure to
right,
make it
yeah.
here
Well,
for
like,
those.
I'm
Yeah,
sitting down enjoying some White Claw, like,
sure.
kind of
How
just
funny.
chilling out and enjoying this. And I that's how I've been reading this. I've been really like enjoying reading it, knowing
Thank you.
that it's fictional. There's just something
Yes.
that when you're reading about it, going, this isn't like real. It doesn't
No,
bring you as deeply down.
no.
But
It's not real. Right.
I will
Right.
say, it was shocking to me in the end. Like I was like, whoa! I didn't think it could get
Right.
worse. But I'm like, you know what? I kind of almost like when you always say things could get worse. Like you'd have no
Right.
idea. You know what I
Right.
mean?
And I think even at the ending, I gave the killer the tiniest bit of redemption. I don't know if you
Mm.
caught that or not, but at the tiniest bit.
I
And
did.
okay, good. Just sort of
I
saying
might
that
have
there's
missed
hope
that.
for everyone all around, basically. But I swear that if that happens to him in a few years, I'll change my profession and become a psychic.
I
I
don't
don't
think
know.
that's going to happen
Yeah.
though. I
No,
think
I
you
don't
gave him a
either.
little bit more credit that well, but you're not giving it. You gave it to Charlie.
Not
You didn't
really.
give it to
No, no.
Chris.
Right, right, right.
Exactly. I'm like, yeah, he
Yes.
ain't coming around. No.
No, no, no. Heck no. but I know that even with his, finding religion, I think that I worked that in as part of the story, based on him being a psychopath or a sociopath, that it wasn't even real with the religion. And that's what I actually believe,
That's
today.
what I was going to
Yeah.
ask you. You see a lot
Yeah.
of prisoners have these come to God moments, and
Sure.
I kind of think it's, well, they're not allowed a lot of things in jail,
Yes. Right.
but they are allowed a Bible. So I'm just,
Right.
what's your personal opinion on Chris having supposedly having this come to God moment,
Well, sort of the
and
way I tried to explain it in the book, he cannot differentiate between the values of good versus evil. He only knows that
mm,
everyone wants him to be good, and so he's emulated that behavior his entire life. Now he also knows God is good fundamentally, and even when he was younger, it was in an earlier chapter that he didn't want to go to hell when he died. He wanted to go to heaven. So he practiced religious behavior then. And I think that the way I described it in the book, he still doesn't understand the difference or feel the difference between good and bad. But yet he knows that everyone expects him to be good. And by filling himself up with something that is fundamentally good, maybe he can officially be on the good side of things, even though he doesn't feel it. And so it's
Right.
kind of just like filling up a jug of water or something. He's trying to fill himself up with good or what people believe is good and hoping it'll stick, I guess. But that was the whole point of explaining his religion in the book, that it's not any more real than his emotions towards his wife or anyone else.
Right.
But it is
Yeah.
getting him the end, what he wants in the end, which is to go to heaven. And I think I kind of kicked it back at him like, oh yeah, well, there is no heaven. And not that that's my personal belief or anything, but I think that he was kind of told, tough luck, there is no heaven, by a very important person in the book.
Mhm.
Whether I
Yeah.
don't know if there's heaven or something like that. I don't remember the exact line, but and then later she told someone else, of course there's a heaven. So but I think that all he realized at that point, all his efforts were for nothing, and where he went after that, who knows. But yeah, so I kind of gave away the end of the book just now, but
Well, no,
It
that
still
is. I
makes you
mean,
want to read it, though. Even though, like, for
people.
Okay,
me,
good.
sometimes getting pieces of the book kind of gets me from
Sure,
point
we'll
to
make
point.
people want to
I
read
have
it.
ADHD, and it is
Sure,
severe.
sure. Oh, how
And
funny.
I pass it on to my child.
Oh, how
But
funny.
yeah,
But no, that's fine, because a lot of people are doing the reviews of my book in its entirety, and that is fine. I know that people will still want to read it for themselves, so that's I'm
absolutely.
Because
easy. I'll do
they will
anything.
take from it what they want to take from it
Yes.
I
personally, and
actually
I
wound
don't
up
think.
buying two. I bought one
Ooh,
for
thank
me, and I
you.
bought one for my mother-in-law.
Awesome, thank
Yeah,
you.
she wanted to read
I
it, and now I
appreciate
have a
that.
friend
Yeah,
that wants to read
awesome.
it.
Good, good, good.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so it wasn't chapter 23 that I was thinking of. That's great. I don't know
Oh,
what
okay.
chapter it was now.
Oh no.
What
Oh, all
chapter
right.
was it?
I think I know which chapter. Hold it. Sorry. Please hold.
And so I was just going to touch on that about the religious part of it, is that,
Right.
people can kind of take from that what they will. Like, I'm agnostic.
Right.
So, but I really loved, I think it's my favorite chapter about being in limbo, I
Right.
guess.
Right. Sort of like limbo, or
I
like
guess
the
you could
waiting
call
room,
it.
as
Wait,
Kinsey
well, I
calls it.
had waiting room was in my head, but then I was looking for a different word. But yeah, prior
I
to
think
going to
limbo would be
heaven.
best. Right. Right.
Yeah, so
Because they
and that
didn't
was
belong here
just
or there. Right.
no, and just the description of it, and Kenzie being allowed to go over and see the activity,
Right.
at the house, almost like a out of
Right.
body experience, and
Right.
it was just amazing. I can't find the chapter now. I thought it was 23, but
Sure.
that's
Sure.
my
No,
It's
that's
I
that
I believe it's further in. I don't believe it's in the 20. I think that might be actually
it's
in the 20s or
28.
30s.
It's gonna be
I
like,
had a lot of
yeah,
small
29.
chapters, so it could be anything. I don't remember what
no,
Yeah,
age.
she's like chapter. I'm
sorry.
like, I don't
It's
read that
good
way.
though, because
Right.
each chapter it's each character,
I
so I
think it
can
might
go
be
no
20. I
Yes.
no
think is it 29?
no, it's further. Kenzie, 2 days after 32.
Okay.
30. One day after.
The big doggies in my house and a bunch of people I didn't know.
Yes.
So they're sitting the four of them are sitting in
I
kind
got
of
it.
limbo. And oh my gosh, I just love that chapter.
Thank
Even
you.
though I'm not religious or anything like that.
Sure.
And it's only 2 pages, it's only short,
Yes.
but just that, I think that was the chapter that made me cry.
Thank you. Oh, I
And
know. Every time I
like,
read her chapters, I cry.
There were more
yeah,
than a
Yeah.
couple of chapters that made me cry.
Yes, me too.
yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, there's quite a few that made me
So
cry.
I guess this is a two-part question without
Sure.
completely ruining the end, of the book or
Sure.
anything. Why did you decide to give the mistress the ending you did? And why did you
Um,
decide to write futuristically?
well, because I wanted to again give everyone hope, and I know people hate me for this, but I don't see that that Nikki really had anything to do fundamentally with the murders. I think she was a victim, just
No.
like everyone else, but not to that extreme.
Hmm.
Obviously not to the same extreme that poor Shanann had to suffer, or the
No, she
children.
wasn't complicit in this,
No,
but
I don't believe she was complicit in the murders at all. And I think that she was a stalker, as I sort of portrayed her in the book. I think she was obsessed. But I see her as a tragic character, just a
hmm
woman who has had bad luck in love, and she has a backstory. I gave her a backstory so that she would be more relatable, so people can understand, okay, she's just a woman like the lady who lived next door, or, one of my own
hmm
girlfriends or whatever. I wanted her to have a little bit of redemption, and I knew that the public wouldn't take it very well when I did that, because there are a lot of people who still see her involvement, but I can't see it. And I think she is a
no,
There's
human
no
being.
proof. There's
there's
Right,
no
no
proof.
right,
evidence. They
right.
would have
There's
arrested her
no
if there
I think
evidence,
was.
so.
and
I think you're right.
they
And
have
I
her
think
in
that
witness
she is,
protection for a
oh,
reason.
I think that I don't think she's an official witness protection, but like as it
Really?
unfolded in the book, I think she got a lot of help
Oh,
from
in the book, yes.
in
I'm
my
going
book,
real
right?
life in my head. Sorry.
In real life, we don't know where she is, but she is in some sort of protection. And I do believe that the
She should
police
be.
department and everyone has helped her out to get where she is right now. And I firmly believe that surprise ending for her. I didn't really believe it much prior to writing this. And then as I wrote more about it, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, that makes complete sense. That might be
Hmm.
The
where she is
case.
and why she's not really recognizable. I indicated that she's changed her appearance quite a bit, and I think that's entirely possible,
Oh,
because of the
God.
reasons that I stated.
She's
Oh,
probably blonde
absolutely.
and fat now.
Yeah, I know. I agree. I
Yeah.
think so. I think so. Yep. Yep.
She's like, how can I gain weight so
What
people
was I
don't
going to say?
recognize me?
I know. If it
Because
was
And
Lena,
I'm
that
I
would be
would
the
do it
one
in
sure,
a
thing in the world you
heartbeat.
don't want to be recognized for, is being a
Right.
part of that
yeah.
story at
Right.
all.
And I'm sure that people have wondered. I have myself. It's like you wonder is in real life. I mean, it's possible that she could have gotten pregnant, or
Sure. Sure.
anything
Very
like that,
possible.
and
And we don't know
just conscious up
what
thoughts of
No, we
or
don't know what
what real
happened.
in real life what real
Yes.
lies he was
hmm
spilling out to her.
Right. Right.
He
So
could have been
oh,
he
he
could have been
was.
promised her on the moon and everything and
Yep.
above.
Yep.
I
Yep.
believe he was spinning her a story,
Oh, of course he
absolutely,
was. Of course he was.
but I
All
And
don't. At
married,
the same
all
time, I
married
don't
men,
think she
men
was
and
that
she.
dumb.
They're
and
all
he didn't
Oh
have
liars.
the
yeah,
gut. Right. I think she
yeah.
was so hopeful that this is it, that this is, even though she said in her interviews, oh, well, he wasn't the guy I was going to marry, blah, blah, blah. And to her one girlfriend, Charlotte, who I portrayed as Natalie in the book, who is actually my real best friend. So I threw her in the book. She underplayed the relationship, I believe, to Charlotte, and I think she underplayed it to the police department as well. I think she was head over heels. I think that she thought this is the guy. This is gonna be. My luck has
That's what it
changed.
sounds like to me.
Yeah, me too. Right,
And
Yeah.
but again,
I honestly think in the reality of the
right.
story, she might have fell for him before he fell for her.
Oh, I think so too, and I think she was stalking him for some time. And
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 she would be the last one to admit
in
it.
your
yes,
story, you
yes,
really make the stalking and how the woman actually feels in the
yes,
stalking moment very
yes,
good by depicting her going to the house.
yes.
And
I think that
I don't
she
want to
may
give
have
too
done
much
that.
away, but
Right.
she knows what she's doing is psycho.
Right. She
And
knows what
Yeah.
she's doing is terrible. Right.
correct. But she
Right.
doesn't feel good about it in any
No.
which way. And
Right.
then she
But
kind of gets caught.
sometimes as women, you can't help yourself.
You can't
So
when
she's
jealousy comes
I've been
in,
there
or right.
before. I got to
Right.
say, I've been jealous, angry, and crazy before.
Sure. And I had been to, I
Mhm.
mean, I've been married for 25 years now, so no other, I haven't done it since, college or whatever, but I remember doing that, driving by a boy's house to see if he's in with anybody else or whatever. Yeah, totally. I did
I
that.
didn't do it to
Everybody did
many,
that.
but I've done it to at least
Many.
I've
two.
done it to a
At
couple
least
myself.
two. At
Yep.
least.
Does that
Or
make you a serial
drive-bys.
the boy
stalker?
said he went out with the guys and you want to make sure he's not out with the girl. Oh, I totally did that. 18, 19 years old. Yeah, I did that too. But I mean, Nicole was in her 30s, but I've never been a 30 something who was single. So I don't
I
know
see.
how I
I
would have
was.
behaved in my 30s.
I well see.
Um,
I met my husband when I was 28, but we didn't get married till I was about 31. So, but when I met my husband at 28, I knew. Like it was just like, bing, automatic. Hello,
Hello. Oh, we
where'd
lost.
you go? Yeah,
We
like
we
I
lost.
just
I
lost
didn't do
every.
it.
You're gone.
It
She's
wasn't me.
gone. I'm
I'm just
alone.
invisible. I'm just invisible. Okay. Okay.
Like
Look,
what?
I'm here. Look, boo. Here I am. Now I'm gone. Here I am. Whoop. Now I'm gone. All right. I didn't do it.
And she's
Science.
not. And she's not here. I can misbehave.
But you still are live, so she could rewatch
I
it.
know.
Well,
I'm
we may as well
sorry. I
take
am
this
who I
moment.
am. You're the
We may
one
as
who
well take.
decided to do murder locks, not me.
You may as well take this opportunity to promote your lovely. There she is.
my
Your
my
lovely
my
your
sweatshirt,
sweatshirt.
my Molly
Yes.
Golightly sweatshirt. It number one. It was funny because when I think of Teespring, I think of cheap. I really do. So she's been. There she is. What happened?
can you guys? I don't know. I think it might have been my internet. I don't know.
Yeah,
It
you were
wasn't.
just
Usually we
gone,
have
and I
such
was
a good signal.
alone. I'm like,
It
I'm
wasn't
by
me.
myself.
I was
I'm
alone
here.
too. Oh my gosh, I was so lonely.
You're not alone. I said, look, here I'm just invisible. Look, like
You're
here I
invisible. No, you were both
am.
invisible, and I literally had to reload the
Now
page.
I'm
I don't know
gone.
why.
Gotcha. I have to just finish this
I
commercial
love
real
your
Here
quick.
I
effects.
am. Now
So I
gone.
got this off of Teespring, and I honestly, when I think of Teespring, I don't really think of good merchandise, but this is so comfortable and soft. And I bought it like I'm like, all right. Normally, when you think of Teespring, like their size large is like the average size small.
Yes.
So
Right.
I'm like, I love a big sweatshirt. I
I
want a
love
big
big shirts. Oh,
sweatshirt.
I love it.
So I
Yeah.
bought it,
Mm-hmm.
and this thing is really a 2XL. This I have
Is
it
it
rolled
really?
up.
Oh
It's
my
the
gosh.
actual size. It's so soft and comfortable. Like I have to admit, awesome purchase, regardless of whose name's on it. But this,
Sure, sure.
oh my God, it's. But I love her to death. She knows that very
Aw.
much. She's a
Molly
friend of mine.
Golightly, everyone's favorite life
My
coach.
coach.
Yes.
Oh, I
I've
forgot to
definitely
check
heard her.
chat.
I've watched her too. Yeah.
I forgot to check chat.
Oh yeah,
Red
there's
Rum,
we've had hanging with
hanging
Mr.
with Mr.
J, the Red
J.
Rum. It's been a quiet
It's
weekend altogether on YouTube.
yeah,
It's been
it
a
has.
very quiet weekend.
Oh, really?
I chose
Interesting.
to unplug myself because like within the true crime, there's so much drama sometimes,
I know
and
there
I'm just
is, and
like
I don't know why. I still do not know who doesn't like who and who's, I have no idea, and I'm trying to stay innocent with all of that.
it's
You
so
know,
hard. You're no
yeah,
in everybody's eyes, nobody's innocent, especially if you're a creator.
right,
The
I am.
paranoia is freaking real.
right. Oh, I
It's like
bet. Oh
someone
my
who
gosh,
I've known for a very long time is not
sure.
the person that I thought they were.
You're kidding. Oh my gosh.
It
That's not nice to
sucks.
say about me. Jesus.
Oh, not.
You bitch.
Aw. Can you guys
Come
see
on
me? Am I
now.
okay? I don't know why my phone is being very weird. You can
We
hear
can
me
still
okay?
hear you.
Okay,
Yeah,
good. Very good. Yay, I'm
yeah.
still here.
No, Mr. J,
It
I'm
could be
here.
stream. It could be StreamYards.
Oh, maybe, maybe.
Could
Okay.
be.
StreamYards.
It can
I
get it
love
can
your
get
It's
effects,
so
temperamental.
Raven. You look
weird.
like someone from Star Wars or something.
I
Ooh,
know
beat
she
me
kind
up,
of goes all
Scotty.
pixels.
Yeah.
Although I've
Oh,
never seen
funny.
Star Wars.
I've unfortunately
Star
seen it
Trek. Get it right.
with my husband and my brother because they're crazy Star Wars men.
See, I grew up with two sisters.
Oh, good for you.
So I had
I would
no, there
love
were
to have
no
a
boys.
sister. Oh my gosh. No, I had the brother and the boy cousins, and we all did the Star Wars thing when I was a little girl, and I didn't get much out
Yeah.
of it, We went with our mom. I think my mom and my aunt Sandy, who's actually in the book,
Yes.
But lately, my brother and my husband, because they watched it when they were little kids, they're crazy about Star Wars, and I can't get into it, any deeper. And my husband goes to the new Star Wars movies alone. I feel bad. But he always goes alone. So I just don't want to. Yeah, I don't like to. I don't. So,
Thankfully my husband's not a big movie buff,
oh,
but
good.
we do like anything that Ryan Reynolds is in, we'll go see.
Oh, okay. He's funny.
Uh,
He's a funny guy. Yeah.
I would. I'm like, you
Like she
do
would
know I
she
would
would
leave
do
you.
him.
I would
Yeah.
leave
Oh,
you.
how
And he's
funny.
like, I would give you to Ryan Reynolds if he asked
Oh my
for
gosh, how
you.
funny.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Like, thank you. Well, good.
Oh, how
Good to
funny.
know. Good to know that if it
How funny.
happens, it's all okay.
Oh gosh. Well, that's a good thing to know, right?
Sorry, Blake. Yeah,
Oh, I
right.
was asked
Yeah.
out by Robert Downey Jr. when I was a teenager.
Whoa.
Shut
Yeah.
up. I
Yeah, he was
love
like,
him. Is he an
I ran into
asshole?
him at a
Or was he?
party. My girlfriend always knew like where the good parties. I grew up in Southern California, and he was probably 21. I was like 18 maybe, and he was standing under a
Where
staircase.
was this in the movie? Like,
I think we need to do like a whole episode on that.
Oh, how funny!
yeah. Are you kidding me?
Less Than
Robert
Zero
Downey
had just come out.
Jr.?
His
Oh my
movie Less Than
gosh.
Zero had just come
Bob?
out, and he tried to use that line on me. So he said, "Well, I was just in Less Than Zero," and I said, "Yeah, I know who you are. I don't care."
Hmm.
He was a short drunk boy. I didn't care who he was. And I'm thinking,
Oh.
okay, well, he had this trench coat on. He looked like an idiot. And I'm like, okay, I told my girlfriend, let's go. I didn't want to have anything to do with him. I didn't. Short is a big
He
thing for me.
was
That was when I was a teenager, of course.
he was a mess,
That
and I remember he was really bad from what I
Yeah.
remember in Less Than Zero. Like he was
Oh,
like
I'm
at the
sure. I haven't
peak.
seen it since then, honestly. Yeah. But
that's
But
it. I'm gonna invite him on the show.
oh
you
yeah,
should
we should
see
bring
if
him
he remembers
on.
me. Oh, how
I'm
funny.
sure he would be interested to spend his time with us.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sure. Oh, how
Yeah.
funny.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I will.
Metal is
I mean,
gonna
but
take over the
think
Like
about
world.
it. He's
I
this
was
big
really sandy
star
haired
now.
blonde at the time. So, yeah.
He's like this guy like seriously took himself and reincarnated
Yep.
himself.
Yep.
And not only that, he like so many people have asked him like have gone back to that time and he gets
Sure.
so mad. Every interview knows that.
Oh,
Like
I'm
I ain't
sure.
going there because at least I want to have some kind of interview, or I
Sure,
won't have
sure.
one. And then he did
He had a real
Doolittle.
temper, didn't he?
Oh, he's got a temper. Of course
He's
he
I
still
don't
does.
got a
know.
temper.
I don't know anything about him. I just know that it was funny because when I was a teenager or into my early 20s, I would date boys, and the first thing they did was gain like 50 pounds. So it was kind of a running joke in my family. If I dated a boy, he gained a lot of weight. And I've always said that if I would have dated Robert Downey Jr., that he would have gained so much weight he'd have to play like the fat sidekick in every movie he was in.
Hold on one
I would have
second.
ruined his career if I went out with him. So I'm glad I
Oh my
did.
gosh. What
That's
did
so
he
funny.
say when you said no?
He just kept standing there, and I don't really remember much about it because we were literally on our way out of the party. My brother and my current boyfriend were waiting out front for us.
Oh,
And so we had to get out to the car anyway. And my girlfriend Carla, she said, Tanya, this guy over here is totally, trying to get you to come over. And I was like, oh yeah, okay, hi, guy under the stairs looking like a lunatic. And he was telling
In a
me who he
long trench
was.
coat.
Yeah, and he was like, and I said, okay, well, I got to go. My boyfriend's waiting outside for me. And he was like, but I was just in Less Than Zero. And I said, yeah, I know who you
Oh,
are. I've still got to
oh.
go. Goodbye.
that's that almost.
Hashtag
Don't you know
awkward.
who I am?
Yeah, don't you know who I
Yeah.
am? I'm like, I don't
Don't you
care who
know
you
who I
are,
am? Don't give a
whatever.
fuck.
But that's funny. Yeah, that's the
I have
I
a
think I
like.
dodged a bullet by not speaking to the guy.
I worked in
But
country music, and
oh,
I've worked. My friends have worked in news media. I
sure.
know what kind of pigs they really, really are.
Yes.
Like
Oh my gosh.
I wouldn't necessarily say the country guys. They're like faithful guys and fun
You think
guys.
so?
Oh, I know so. I got to hang out with
Good.
some of them. But
Good.
like there was one. I hope I don't get in trouble for this one, but there was one band. Did you ever hear of Big and Rich?
No.
They're
I'm not
from
really. I don't really know country music
me
stuff. I'm
either.
not really a musical person
The
at all,
only
which is
reason I
crazy.
see I'm a total musical person, but I only know this band because I work for country music.
Sure,
So, but I know that a lot of people who know country music know this band.
sure.
They had a big song called "Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy."
Oh, how funny.
Yeah. So he was on The Apprentice. He actually won The Apprentice with Donald Trump.
Oh no.
Um,
Oh no.
but yeah, him and this guy they were a duo in country music, and I was shocked. They come out of their bus. I mean, the marijuana smoke. No, we're going back to
Oh no. Oh
2000.
gosh.
We're going back to like what it was like, and it blew. I'm like, country music stars,
Yeah. Right.
really? And
Wow.
yeah, yeah. And then I met Kenny
Interesting.
Chesney. He was like yay big. I'm
I've heard of
like,
him. Right.
I was.
Hmm.
He did.
I
He's
have.
always normally in
Yeah.
boots and a cowboy hat, and
Oh wow.
you don't have the boots and the cowboy hat on. He's like 5 foot tall.
I
He's like
know. I've got a
he's
thing with short
really.
guys. Sorry, short guys, but I mean, my husband's 6'3". I always dated boys that were tall. So
We
yeah, that
need to
alone
see this
stopped me
husband
from.
sometime.
Oh yeah, I know. My yeah, I always dated tall boys, and I just didn't have. I mean, I didn't. I knew who he was. I didn't care. I mean, it was funny, but yeah, that's my one. My one. My daughter always says that. Oh darn, he could have been my dad. I'm like, okay, that's nice.
Like no, because you're part of your father. You wouldn't
Yes.
exist. It would
Well,
be
actually,
somebody
Yeah.
else.
we adopted my daughter at birth.
Oh, so
So
it could
yeah,
be.
Oh,
so her dad could have been
I'm big.
anyone. But yeah, that's funny. But yeah, so I didn't I told him no, and I told him I had to go. And that's basically it, but it's kind of a joke I always tell my friends about Robert Downey Jr.,
That
and
is so fun.
And that you
yeah,
weren't
it is.
We'll
impressed by
hashtag
it.
him
I would
now.
have. I would have been
Yeah.
impressed.
Oh no, no, I wasn't impressed. I've never, and it's weird because I have never been a fan of anyone, and I don't know why. I just think, okay, well,
Except
this person's
me.
just a person. They're not anybody. They're good at whatever work they do, whether it's acting or singing or whatever. But so what? And that's kind of crazy. I've never really been a fan of anyone. I appreciate
Oh my
their art, of
gosh.
course, but yeah. So I don't know. That's weird. I don't know. I'm
Miss
just
Miss
crazy.
Miss Murder knows I'm a huge fan of somebody.
Oh, really?
Oh
Oh,
God,
Pardon me.
Dave
Let's
Matthews
see.
Band.
Oh, of
Wait a
course.
minute,
Yeah.
I had to send her
where
a face mask for her
where did the face
birthday.
mask go? I'm like, where
Oh,
did it
how
go?
funny.
I have no
I would
idea
have
where it
sent you
is.
the life-size cutout, but I'm only a poor YouTuber.
It's this big.
Oh, how funny. Yeah, my
I
husband has a
saw
life
it. I
size
laughed
cutout of that
so
guy.
hard. I'm
She
Oh,
like,
I
didn't know
bet.
where it came from.
at first I'm like, but we were talking about a lifetime. That's why I didn't think it was you. And I said,
Yeah.
no, you better not.
The
You're like, I
life-size is
can't.
Oh, no.
like 60, $70, isn't it? It's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, the life size was big.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, my husband has a
Oh,
life size cutout of the Dos Equis man, the most interesting man in the world or whatever. He wanted that for one Christmas. I don't know why, but he
Random?
now,
has one of those. Yeah.
can I
Yeah.
ask you a question? Are you
Sure.
working? Are you working on a book right now?
I
No,
asked
I
her that.
haven't picked up with any of my books since this one came out. I usually give myself a little bit of a breather, but my
Yeah.
friend David and I want to actually work on another true crime related book together the way we were going to do this one. But he
Oh,
he works all the time, and he has an elderly mother that he actually takes care of as well. So I don't know
Good,
if I'm
good
going to pick up
son
one of my
too.
books. I'm sorry.
He's a good son too
Oh,
to his
I'm sure. Oh,
mother.
definitely.
Yes.
Absolutely. Right, right. And I actually have David's character in the book. I made him be the Jim character. But so I may just continue with one of my own that I've already started so many books. They're on my desktop and I haven't, finished them, but I'm probably just going to continue with one of my psychological thrillers and get
that
that
would be
out
good.
here. Yeah.
I have to
Um
say, definitely a great read. A great read.
oh, Oh, you're so sweet.
And
Thank you
Fantastic.
so much.
easy and very affordable too. It's not like a crazy
Good.
price.
Thank you.
15.99
Good. I know.
Amazon. I will post it. I'll
Yes.
post it when I replay this on my channel tomorrow.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And it's not
Yeah.
at Barnes and Noble yet, but it will be there. It'll be Walmart. It'll be Target. All
I'm
the
gonna go to
regular
Barnes and
places.
Noble
What?
and be like, I know this girl. Take a picture
Oh, how
right beside the
funny!
book.
It takes like 3 weeks
What?
to be in all those other places. But so we're coming close to when it should be up everywhere or whatever, but not yet.
Let us know, because
Well,
I will. I'll be like running to the
I
Barnes and
shall.
Noble to take pictures with the book,
Yay!
like on the shelf,
Thank you. Oh, how
Yes.
funny! Yeah, just
just to
say I
say I
know
know
her. That's
somebody who's an author who has a book in
I
Barnes and
know they
Noble.
don't care. They've got so many authors.
I
That's funny.
care.
Oh, well, awesome.
Yeah.
Yes. How funny. But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do any book signings yet or anything like that. I mean, I will probably do them locally like usual, but I haven't, planned to go to Colorado or anything like that to do a signing. But I
We'll
might. Who
take it on
knows?
the road.
Hey, Bridget.
I've got a busy.
Mhm.
I'm
Bridget.
sorry.
Where's
Oh,
Bridget?
Yes.
You pop on,
she's
please.
there
I gotta
somewhere.
pop off for a second.
She's behind the book cover.
Can you come out of the book cover,
Oh, my
please?
lipstick.
There she goes. Oh,
Yeah.
good Lord.
She's
Be right
buried in
back.
the book, literally.
I am. I'm Charlie.
Oh, how funny. Yeah, much prettier than the actual picture.
I
Very funny.
have no inclination.
I have no inclination as to where they are or whatever he said.
That's
Oh
where
my
they
god.
are.
Yeah. And I'm glad he
No.
actually said the title of my book in the Lifetime movie. That was kind of neat.
Yes.
I think I messaged you or we messaged each other at that moment. Like, oh my gosh, he
Yeah,
said
it was
it.
like a squeal moment. I was
Yeah,
like,
I know.
yeah, that he said it.
I know.
So
But that was
um
awesome.
and I was glad I was able to get a rip of it because I thought,
Yes.
you
Oh, I
know,
love that video you made. I put that up everywhere. I loved it. Thank you.
thank you. Yeah, no, it's that's what I've been wanting to do is do some more editing and stuff this year.
Sure.
So much fun. But
Oh,
yeah,
definitely. You're
I
good
think
at that. You're
it
really
worked
good
out
at it.
well.
I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, I'm highly impressed, by the way.
Yeah,
With
well,
Bridget's.
it takes a
Yeah.
lot to impress her.
Oh
I'm
my
impressed
goodness.
by the background. Because
Isn't that
when
pretty?
we came out on Friday, we weren't sure what was going on. And I'm
Oh.
like, I can't see you. It's not working.
Oh
It's not working.
no.
And now
Oh
I'm like,
no.
it works beautifully. Like,
Yeah, because
Oh,
I
I
was
know.
in the dining
I
room,
love
so I
her
didn't have the green
graphics. They're
screen behind me.
awesome. Her special effects are
Yes.
very
Yep.
good. She's yeah.
Watch
yeah.
everyone follow me now.
I stuck, honest to God, I only know I can work my phone, I can edit a video,
I can't even edit a video. I
I
can't
can do
do any of
that.
that.
I
No
can do
clue.
that.
No clue.
She's a good video editor, I think.
I just uploaded a
Oh,
video of
good.
a positive video on a lot of
Yes.
creators on YouTube that I think are
Sure.
most are positive. I'm just,
Good.
Right.
I was
You,
nice. I was a
you
nice
were
person
nice.
about it.
It's like, what was wrong with you that
I
morning?
was, yeah, she was like, why
Oh,
did you
Bridget, you're
add
all
these certain people
tinny to
in?
me. I don't know why.
I'm like, because there's got to be some good in everybody, right? Or they wouldn't have some kind of following, right? Got to be something.
No,
Sure,
not
sure.
necessarily. No,
Yeah, so there's
I
got to be something
disagree.
good, something inspirational.
What
That's how I
about
said.
the people who love to hate?
There
Oh
are people who
goodness.
love there. That misery does love company too. So I
Mm-hmm.
mean,
They yes, it does.
so if you
It
come on
does.
here and you're looking for an inspirational hater, some of them
Oh
may be
gosh,
for
how
you.
funny. How funny. And like I
I
said,
don't know.
I
I was
like all
just
the
trying.
YouTubers.
Ooh,
I haven't run into any YouTuber I don't like yet. I think they're all wonderful people, and I want to stay innocent as far as whatever disputes that everyone has
they're
with each
so
other.
crazy.
I don't want to
Well,
know.
let me tell you real quick. So last night I went over to my friend's house,
Sure.
and we went away with each other for a while ago. We all went down the New Jersey shore, had a house together. I was over their house last night, and my friend's husband likes to say, "Oh, I'm your agent. How's it going?" And I'm like, "It's going." I'm like, he's like, "How's the drama?" I'm like, "Even worse."
Oh, how funny.
He's like, "How is it worse?
Drama.
I don't understand this.
I
And I'm
know.
trying to explain it to him." And he's like, "But I don't get and what makes it scary is that you can get CPS called on you. You can get SWAT teams
Sure.
called on you. Um,
Mm.
And
And
literally,
the fact that there
as
are
we're
people who would
talking,
do that is so scary.
as we're
No, I
talking
know.
to
I know.
to my friend, when we're talking last night, cab 7 got swatted. Well, got called. The cops got called on him. I'm like, here you go.
Oh my god.
There it is
I'm
in
getting
real
so sick
life.
of this. Someone's going to get shot.
Well, thankfully
I know. Oh my gosh.
With cab 7 though, um, they know enough that they know what he's
You're very
doing,
tinny,
and they
Megan.
call
I don't know
him.
why you're very
Good.
tinny right
Yeah.
now. I can
I'm
hardly hear
Tinty.
you. Tinny. Like
All right.
you
Ginny?
sound like an alien.
Oh,
She
Now you're
is.
better. Now you're better.
hold on.
I
Got
think.
better?
A little, it is better.
I think
You're a
it's
little static.
StreamYards. We can
I think
go,
it's
we can go,
StreamYards.
yeah,
It
we
could
can
be
go
because
for,
I
50
lost
minutes
you
and
guys
then,
too. So.
yeah, I lost sound. It's StreamYards. I mean, it's not perfect, but,
No, it
it
does very
run,
well. I think, but
it's the only
but
one like this that runs on my laptop, so I can't run OBS, open broadcast
sure.
systems or anything like that. And I'd have to go use his
Oh, I
computer.
have no idea how to do anything else. This is very user friendly. I just punched buttons and there I am. So,
It
Yeah.
is, but they have lots of glitches. Lots and
Mm-hmm.
lots
oh,
and
okay,
Yeah.
lots of glitches.
okay. Oh
Lots
well,
of
it's
glitches.
doing fine now. You guys sound perfect again.
Oh, yeah,
We are.
well, I like zoomed off there for a little bit to say goodnight to Grace, and once I was off and I came back, it got weird.
Oh no,
Yeah, I don't know what it was.
very weird. I don't know why,
It's
but
StreamYards.
Bridget looks good and her little special effects. I love that the book cover in the background, and I think it's a very pretty book. The physical book is actually very pretty. It's that my publisher chose to do a matte finish rather than a glossy finish, and I think that
Yeah,
kind of adds to the depth of the book and the scariness of the cover. So that's kind of
I
a
think
good
so.
thing, I
Yeah.
guess. But
That
Yeah.
is
yeah,
frightening.
I think it looks pretty. Yeah, but
He's like,
yeah. So
a
I'm glad you
really
guys read
handsome
it.
dude, but you kind of scare me.
Oh gosh.
Like, but
Yeah.
like
Well,
that's
the
but that was
gentleman on
Chris
the cover,
Watts.
I don't know
He
who
was
he
a
is. I think he resembles the gentleman who played the part in the movie more than he actually looks like Chris
yes.
Watts. But
Yeah.
that's fine. They can still
I
identify with it.
honestly,
Yeah.
I thought that's who this was at first.
And it
Yeah.
may very
I
well
know.
be. I don't know who the stock model is. We don't get their names. I don't know
We
who he
need to
is. It
find
could
out. We
actually
need
be
to
that
stalk
same
him and
gentleman. I don't know.
Who
we need to
I
stalked
don't
stalk
him?
him.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Figure
I
out who he is.
stalked my guys. I'm good.
How
I got a
awful.
husband. I don't stalk
I
anymore.
should look
Like,
and see if his image appears anywhere else in like stock art, but I don't
yeah.
know
Could
how
you
I can
imagine
tell if
like him
it's him or
walking
not.
into Walmart and being next to the books and people
And
start
that
Yes,
is
freaking
I
looking
out?
at
know.
you like that.
Yeah.
Ah,
As people
Yeah,
start freaking
scary.
out. That'll be
good.
so fun. That'll be fun. I'm going to be there for that.
And then all the
Oh,
guys
you're
with beards
tinny
and
again,
goatees will
Bridget.
be
Oh no.
shaven.
Yeah.
They'll be like, oh, I don't want to look like that guy.
Maybe
Shave
it's
it off.
my hand here. I don't know why. It's like tinny again, but that's okay. I'll live.
Do I sound like an alien again?
A little bit. You're a little bit of an
Marissa
alien
was having
again.
this issue actually the other day. It was StreamYards.
It's
Let me see if I come
StreamYards.
back. Let me
It's not
go
Oh,
it's
back
not
okay.
out
perfect.
and come back in. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Sounds good.
So I
Hello.
think hello. I think Jen is still not well and also,
Oh no.
dealing with the family and things like that. So
Oh, I'm so sorry.
hopefully she will be better soon. Oh,
Yeah,
here
I hope
she is.
I should hope things go better for her. I'm so sorry.
Does
But
that sound
Hello.
better?
that happens.
Now I
Can
hear
you
the
hear me?
echo.
I
Okay.
can hear
I
everybody
don't hear
just
an echo.
fine.
Can you hear me?
Everyone sounds better now.
Yeah.
I can hear you. You sound
Yep.
great.
Awesome.
So we're good. I'm above you
Very
now. I don't
good.
know if I like that.
And it's funny, you're sideways to me. So you're
Oh
actually
no, you're
on my
kidding.
computer. On my phone, you're right side up. But for whatever reason, on my computer, you're sideways.
No, you guys are
It,
straight up to me. You're right. You're perfectly normal now. And I can hear you too. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we
That's
go. That's
better.
better.
and my hair
We're
is like,
all equal.
I'm not so big, but that's good. I
I'm
like it
starting to
like
look
that.
like totally Sunday night. Like,
Oh no.
I'm
it's
And
totally
then
good
my
Monday
though.
hair is so
morning.
flat. I don't even care. I
I,
give up
I,
with my hair.
I got
But
out with my friend yesterday, got to have a couple drinks.
Yeah, I rang her and
detox
she
from
said
Oh,
YouTube.
like
It was great.
sipping margaritas or something. I was like, hang on,
Martinis.
where's martinis? Where's mine? And where are you?
We were at Cheesecake Factory.
oh, I love Cheesecake Factory.
And I ran into somebody I knew. And it was so funny because my
Oh
daughter was
wow.
with us, and my daughter's 13, and my friend,
Aw.
she has twin daughters the same age as my daughter, and they're all like in
Oh,
school together. So it works out that we're friends and they're really good friends too. So we let a
sure,
bunch of them go to the mall, and we decided that we were going to have drinks and food at the Cheesecake Factory while the kids walked the mall.
sure.
Because I don't feel
How
comfortable leaving
nice.
them
And
at the
yeah,
mall.
No.
I remember I was friends with all my daughter's, friends' parents, and then the problem is if the little girls don't speak to each other anymore during junior high, then you lose a bunch of friends. So I know that. I know how that works. But
Thankfully,
yeah, so that's kind
her
of
and
fun.
I, our two daughters went to preschool together, and then they went to separate
Oh, how
grade
nice.
schools, elementary.
Mm.
Then they met up in
Sure.
intermediate school, and when they went intermediate was 4 through 6. They became
Oh,
really
okay.
close again. But Deb and I have always remained friends. She
Good.
got to
Good.
meet her at my house. Did she come over for the Eagles game, Bridget?
Interesting.
No. No.
What?
No. My
Let's
I
friend
hear
go,
crackling right now.
Vikings. Let's go. I'm a Minnesota Vikings fan now.
I am a huge Eagles fan. Like I cry over Eagles football. Like and this like I do. Like
Oh,
well we
see, I don't like
I
any
bawled
sports
my
either. I'm
eyes
very
out.
boring.
Oh
Oh
So
I
no.
I got into Jersey and the game was on the next day, and it was the Eagles versus the Minnesota Vikings. So just to piss her off, I just start going for the Vikings. I've even bought my team gear. It'll be here
she
soon.
bought Minnesota Vikings
Really?
gear just to piss me off. So it did work.
I do
Oh, how
that.
funny.
But Prime just started. Amazon Prime just started episode of the season. What's it called? And it's the whole season of this season of the Eagles, and it's a whole season on Prime, and it just came out, and
Oh wow.
it's called All or Nothing, and it's
What is it?
all about the Eagles. It's called.
Interesting.
Let's see if I can get
The
that.
football team, the group.
The football team, honey.
Oh, okay,
There
right.
it is.
I just thought you might have meant like the Eagles. Eagles.
All or
Okay,
Nothing.
You guys are crackling again. So should I try
Yep,
to leave out
it's
again and
very
come back?
crackly. Let me
it
try it
is
one.
crackly.
All right, let me jump out one more time. Let me try.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it. Should I try to do it or should I
Let's all
let you
try
do
it
it?
and
Yeah, if
see
you
what
want to.
happens.
Yep,
Okay, I'll be
except for
right
me.
back. Okay.
Yep. Yes, Mr. J, they are pretty cool. I wish that they had video. That would be the next thing. If I had to pay for a monthly, Tanya, yeah. Hang on. All right. Okay, I got you. Crackling's gone.
Sounds good.
It's very quiet.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
fine. I was just saying to Mr. J, I wish that I would pay the monthly subscription if StreamYards bring in video for the
I'm back
green
in,
screen background.
I think.
You
Hello.
know, I
Yay.
know exactly what it is, and I'll tell you exactly what it is. You need
Oh,
earbuds
What
of
is
some
it?
sort. That's what it
you
is.
think so?
I know it
Okay.
for a fact.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
why it started
I'll try
happening
that
with
next
me.
time.
And unless you start using some kind of earbuds, like she has like normal earbuds that you could plug in.
Sure.
My husband just bought me
Yeah,
this
I've
for my
just
birthday, so it's just
Oh,
more
okay.
comfortable.
And I think my husband has a
she's
couple of those that he
flash.
loaned me one. Yeah. There we go. Trying to make it a little easier to hear. Um,
Now
but
that's
yeah,
good.
so now you sound good. Everybody does not sound
Right.
crackly. Yay.
Yeah,
Oh, good.
it's this
Good,
whole
good.
YouTube thing's a process. It's all a
Oh, I'm
process.
sure. I would never be able to figure it out unless, like I said, I get to push a button and I'm there. So much easier.
You start to learn. Sometimes you kind of go, I don't want to do it anymore. You go, but of course I got to do it some more.
Oh,
It's addictive,
oh,
actually. It's
I've
slightly
been I've
addictive.
been questioning it lately whether it's actually what should be doing.
oh! I love your shows. Don't stop doing it. Oh no,
She's not. I
no,
I'm
won't
no.
trying
let
to
her.
figure
Don't
out my
worry.
purpose.
She's not going
No,
anywhere.
you really need to. I mean, you've got a lot of followers from what I can tell,
She's
Don't
got a
do
good
it.
amount
Don't
of
quit.
followers. It's just it's an off night, but it's an
Yeah.
off weekend.
Yeah, it's not. Yes, it's
I
not
think
a.
it is an
Yeah,
off weekend. You're
I
right.
don't know.
You're right.
I
And
agree.
I don't know
I
why,
haven't been
except for,
on. I haven't been on
yeah.
at all except for here today.
No, I think this
Oh,
is my
okay.
first live in a week.
That also could be
Oh,
it.
gosh.
Once you
Wow.
get at
Mm,
a process of making them, some people come less. And I'm
mm,
noticing
And I
since I'm
think,
at least
right,
up.
because they don't think you're going to be on. Right, right.
Right.
yeah.
Interesting. But I'm
It's
glad you guys
But when
got
you
to
have
it.
chronic pain and things like that, like
Sure.
Peggy and I do, as people, we're reliable, but the illness makes you unreliable. So,
Oh, sure.
it's really
I'm
hard to
sure.
commit to a schedule. It's impossible
Oh, gosh.
because you
But I
never
think
know
that you
what day
do it
you're going
often
to
enough. I
wake
think
up
you're,
and
you do great. I love your show. So you got one
thank
listener,
you.
viewer. No, you have a
I
lot
have
of
one.
people watching you.
Oh, this sound's going
No,
bad.
you're
I can't hear
frozen.
you now, Peggy. Peggy, you're muted.
that I thought I unmuted myself. Oops. The crackle's really
I
bad.
can hear you again.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, what is that crackle?
I can.
It's StreamYards.
There is a weird crackle, like
Okay.
an interference almost, like an
It's
old radio.
that's
I don't know.
StreamYards. Unfortunately, that's not us. That's StreamYards. I know that for a fact.
Yep.
I don't know
But
what it is.
I mean, I hope you keep going live with us, and when you have like more books, or if you just want to come and hang out, like this.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
sure.
We
I'd
love
love to
talking
come
about
back
them.
as often as you'll have me. Oh my
this. I
gosh.
mean, and
I
even
love
if
it.
you
I
even
really like
started
doing
your
this.
own page, your own stuff, you have
Yeah,
two
you could
people who
do
have
that.
their own
Oh,
page,
I know. I
and
just
that could
I freaked
help
out
build
though.
your
I know
book
nothing
base.
about technology. I'm terrible. But thank
It's
you.
not that
Well,
difficult.
I
If
have
I
my
can do
author
it,
page on.
you can do it.
We could we could
That's
walk you through it
true.
real easy.
Yeah, I could figure it out, but I doubt it. I really doubt it.
It's not that bad.
Yeah,
Just
maybe I'll
once you
look
know where the
into it.
buttons are, it gets a lot easier.
Okay, maybe I could. Maybe
That's
there's
what she
hope
said.
for
It'd
me
be a
to do
really good way to
something like
also
that.
push books. Like I'm just saying, like
That's true. I was thinking. Actually thought about doing
Mm,
that, but then I thought, no, there's no way I could figure it out.
I
But my
think you
husband's like a
could.
techie, so
I think you could.
that'll be good. Yeah, good idea. Thank you.
Well,
But
Bridget,
thank
very
you for
good.
having me here. I love it. I mean, I really enjoy being here, and you guys are so awesome. And thank you for reading my book.
oh, I
Hey,
loved
Thank you
it.
for
I
thank you
loved
for
blessing
it.
coming on again.
us.
It's good to talk about some of the bits of the book.
And
Thank
like I
you.
said, I'm going to
So we'll
recapture
put the
this
link in the
video and
description.
send
You
this
guys
out.
go and buy this book.
Oh
I
no,
said
I can't hear you again. I don't know
Yeah.
why.
I'm going to recapture this book and or this StreamYards and this all, and I'm going to put it on mine tomorrow.
Thank you. That is
Yeah,
very
so it'll be on both channels.
Yeah,
Yep.
so
Cool.
we may be live tonight, but tomorrow
Oh,
will be a
thank you
recording.
for coming in.
Oh,
Yeah,
very
it's
welcome.
getting
Thank you for
crackly. I'm
coming
gonna
in.
I'm gonna
There it
mute.
is. Yeah.
No, can't
Well,
hear
we
you
might
again.
wrap it up because I think it's going into a steep decline.
It is. The audio is going bad. Downhill quickly.
Yep.
Oh, now you guys are gone. I can't hear
Thank
anything.
you for coming in again.
Well, thank you very much for having me. You're very welcome. I'll be here anytime you'll
Thanks,
have me.
Tanya.
Absolutely.
Love your book. Love it, love it, love it.
Thank
Very
you.
good.
Thank you. You're so sweet. Thank you, girls.
Just
Thank
being
you.
honest.
Oh,